Racist loser compares black people to humanoid frogs. So let's start from the beginning. It all starts with just a normal meme questioning the idea of a remake of The Phantom Menace from the point of view of Jar Jar. Obviously this is poking fun at the Lion King remake with Timon and Pumbaa. I mean, we all remember how bad Jar Jar was critically received in The Phantom Menace, which is why George Lucas lessened his roles in the other movies. He only shows up for Padmé's funeral in Revenge of the Sith. And of course in Attack of the Clones, he gives Chancellor Palpatine emergency powers, screwing the entire galaxy. Most people laugh off this meme as we all know how bad a Jar Jar movie would be. And the most hardcore of Star Wars fans have a little extra fan and poke fun at the idea of Jar Jar being a Sith. And the true Dark Lord over Darth Sidious, aka Sheev Palpatine, the grandfather of Rey Palpatine. Rey Palpatine is as much a Skywalker as Frank William Abagnale, lol. So yeah, it's a Star Wars meme that any true lifelong Star Wars fan can pretty much laugh at. But of course, there always has to be some whiny man baby triggered over it. But this isn't about someone being triggered. It's about why. While normal people look at a picture of space aliens and see just that, space aliens, he looks at a picture of space aliens and his first thought is it must be racism. I mean, how sad can you get? Here's a message to the SJW community: just because you see race, doesn't mean everyone else does. True racists see color. Normal not racist people are quote, colorblind. One thing I found laughable is this guy accuses others of projecting, when he's the one projecting racism. For those not familiar with Star Wars fans, I'll explain. The fan base is currently divided between sequel haters, which is most Star Wars fans, and sequel lovers, which are a small minority of Star Wars fans. The sequel haters are generally like everyday people, you can get along with them, have a beer with them and just enjoy life. Sequel lovers are generally the exact same people who for years have been accusing you of sexism, racism, homophobia, Islamophobia, transphobic, misogyny, white supremacy, being a fascist, and overall if you don't rant against the orange man, it's only because you're a bigoted Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're a Nazi. I'm not even kidding, I'm literally serious. Having been a Star Wars fan myself since I was a little boy, I know myself how different sequel fans are from lifelong Star Wars fans. I've literally seen it myself. Most times when someone makes fun or even bashes the sequels, their profile page looks like a normal everyday person. Most times when someone praises the sequels, defends them like if they're masterpieces, their profile page literally checks off the boxes. Pronoun bios, LGBT pride flags, vaccine default pics, feminist, BLM supporters, Palestine standers, Antifa supporters, anti-Trumpism, etc., etc., the list goes on. And just like their political counterparts, sequel fans will attack anyone who doesn't love the sequels. Sequel haters only bash the sequels, unless of course provoked, and even then, they'll attack based on what they see. Sequel fans will actually bash people directly for difference of opinions, and will actually make up crap, accusing you of isms. So back to our subject here. What's laughable, after ignoring the everyday attacks of sequel fans, and accusing others of being new, when he literally just joined a day before? It's laughable that he accuses others of projecting, when he himself is projecting. And picking fights with others, because he knows they are right. Not only is he projecting racism, but even if he doesn't see it through his eyes, he thinks it must be hidden somewhere. It's laughable that he even accuses people of quote, unintentional racism. Racism is not unintentional, as racism means you deliberately hate and judge people based on race. Just like there is no try. You are either a racist, or you are not. There is no unintentional racism. Looking at when he tries to accuse George Lucas of this unintentional racism bullshit, I found something even more laughable. Not only does he see Jar Jar and Watto as racist, but also, apparently to him, it is quote, maddening that people that forget that they are racist. Since when is it a bad thing to not see race when looking at characters? That should be encouraged, to judge people, or aliens, by the content of their character. Remembering racism isn't helping anyone. Racists see race. Non-racism is quote, colorblind. In fact, this reminds me of a classic cartoon I've watched for decades.
Dad, what are you doing?
Trying to give these kids the carnival that you promised them.
I also promised to make the kids see all the misery we're responsible for. You know, the slave trade, potato famine. I'm supposed to be opening the wound so that it can heal.
That is ridiculous. If a wound is closed, it's already healing. If a wound is closed, it's already healing. If a wound is closed, it's already healing. If a wound is closed, it's already healing.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Bobby, you're 13 years old. You didn't have anything to do with any of that stuff.
Oh, thank God. But what about the hate, Dad? The simmering hate?
If a wound is closed, it's already healing.
So yeah. Looking at everything through a race lens and by bringing up racism at every chance you get, you are not helping to heal people against division. If anything, you are only going to make society more racist. And like I said with sequel lovers, this guy not only attacks people unprovoked, accusing them of isms, but even his profile checks the boxes. All his page ever talks about is political far-left agenda propaganda. He never talks about his hobbies outside of politics, about friends or family, maybe about some movie or TV show he likes, maybe some games he likes to play, sports, weather, anything. Nope. It's just one far-left political post after another, non-stop. So in conclusion, if you really want to stop racism, then behave like a normal person, and stop looking for racism. Stop bringing it up just for the sake of bringing it up. You're not doing anybody any favors. You're only increasing hostilities in society. But who knows, maybe that's your plan, maybe you want people to hate each other. Well, if that's the case, I pity everyone who hangs around you.